Morning traders. So how do we trade the Aussie today? So still using the Bill Williams and a little bit of price action. There's a lot of confusion at the moment, and I think this picture that I see now is really confusing me at the moment. So we had an indecision bar, then we had a nice proper gap up, and then we immediately fell over. So we'll look at that at the lower time frames, but what we've ended up with is a daily pin bar off the underside of the alligator. Okay. However, look at the alligator. It is starting to turn. So my short term, which is my lips, okay, is pointing up. My teeth are starting to point up, and my jaw is starting to flatten out. And that's on the daily. So that is an indication that there's a potential turn coming. If I look at the lower time frames, you can see the 4 hour. I've had a crossover pointing up. We've crossed through the zero line here, and alligator's green. Even though we sold off the last most of the day, the alligator, the awesome oscillator here is green. Okay, so what I am looking at the moment is two things. So the first thing is that is really very clear to me, and you probably can't see that, so let me just change the properties thereof. Okay, so this is the first thing that I can see is a channel. So we do have a channel, and it lines up on the 4 hour with the 4 hour alligator. Okay, now if I drill down to the half hour, have a look at this. So this gap close would break below the channel, so it may not be a decent entry that we need to look for. What we're probably looking for is a level of our let's check if there's not one on the 4 hour. Okay, so the 4 hour pin bar here is the same, but there is an inside tail there. There's another one. So let's just put those levels in there. Okay, and come to the half hour. Right. Okay, so the half hour, the alligator is actually useless to us at the moment because we break above, break below, break above, break below. So, there's a reason for this, and I'll get to that now. So I think you basically need to discount that completely. The ultimate level you're looking to stay above is this one here, which is 45,231. Okay, so that's the level we need to watch for. A break below that is pretty much all bets are off. Now I'm going to dirty this chart a little bit more, and I'm going to go Fibonacci. So we are at the 50% Fibonacci. 61.8 is right in these two levels that I put in. Okay, and then you have this gap. So putting this all together, what I would be looking for is to delete the Fibonacci, but it's not going to allow me to do that for some stupid reason. There we go. So what I'd be looking for right now is this channel to hold, and I think it's not entirely correct. Delete it. So I'm going to put this trend line in here, which will give you a better view. There we go. So I would be looking for this trend line to hold. Okay. Looking at the oscillator on the half hour, it is very tight. Looking at it at the hour, we are tired. Okay. And look here. Low, higher low, low, lower low. That is continuation diversions in the trend. We are above the zero here. So this trend, I would assume, is going to continue. It's just a very volatile trend at the moment. Okay, so I'm looking for a deep pullback, and then I'm looking to get in. And there's a couple of things to look at. There is a level there, which would be logical. We do have a gap here, which could also be quite a nice entry. If we do get down to this gap, then there's definitely an opportunity to get long, and you put a stop there. So that's let's call it a 300 point stop loss, which is pretty much the norm. So that's kind of what I can see at the moment. The way I would play this is look for a long entry with a stop below here. If we do just hover around here, that's a 540 point stop loss. I don't think, based on my trading account on this channel, I don't even think I'd have an entry there. Just give me 1 second. So we're looking at, what's that, 500 points, 600 points. Yeah, so I'd be able to put in a 10-cent contract on this trade. So that would give me my risk. So my stop would be below this fractional. So yeah, not really a decent trade, if I can put it that way. So it's probably risking 60 Rand to make 60 Rand. So yeah, I think to me the Dow Jones or any of the US markets is probably a better trade still at the moment. I can have much tighter stop losses. Okay, so that's kind of my view on this at the moment. I still think we are heading to the upside. One of the problems that we have at the moment is this weekly we are below the 200 moving average on the weekly, and we are in a very strong downtrend. However, we had this engulfing, we've had a second move down, and now we're busy with an inside bar. So this is our second signal on the weekly. So I think the point is, just be patient. Either leave us alone for this week and then look at it next week and see if we can pick up something next week which starts moving at the upside. But there are a lot of signals, for me anyway, that we have a potential upside coming. Okay, so for today, if you're going to trade this channel, it's kind of a megaphone, but you get the picture. So look for a bounce off this level here. I'd love to see this gap close. I mean, to me, that would be ideal. If we can get a gap close, we'll stop below here. Okay, that's kind of the trade, but I don't even know if we're going to get that. We may not even get to this level. It may just open right where we are and then rally. Okay, so that's kind of my view at the moment. I'm very confused on this particular instrument, and personally I'm probably not trading it this week still. So I haven't traded it all of last week, and I'm not trading it probably for the rest of this week. I think I'll just go look for opportunities on the US markets rather. It's a lot easier to trade there and a lot less risk as well. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view for today. Hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.